You might be surprised to find out that one of the top Shopify stores in the whole world is a Shopify store that literally sells trees. And in today's video, we're going to be highlighting this store. We're going to be breaking down their marketing strategy, their overall market that they operate in, their social media strategy, just a little bit of everything so that we can take it away and implement it into our brand or get inspired and just think creatively. So without further ado, the store is called fastgrowingtrees.com, and they're estimated to be doing $128 million in sales. They're a private company, so we don't really know. We have other traffic estimates on chemicom.com here that puts it at 19 million, but that's definitely a conservative estimate. This store is absolutely crushing it. So in February, they got 2.3 million monthly visitors, and it looks like it's rising. And really what they operate in, the niche that they operate in, is the gardening niche. And it's such a powerful, undervalued niche in my opinion, which is interesting because it's just a niche that, at least for me, I don't really ever consider it because I just do so much stuff online. And I would guess a lot of entrepreneurs feel the same way, but there's this whole outside world, right, where people have hobbies and things that we just don't really ever think about. So let's take a look at some of the top sales picks that people are buying. This one, for example, the Autumn Blaze Red Maple Tree. So I guess this is basically a small tree, right? So you can buy it in a small size and you can select how many you want to buy. And this is a very high ticket niche, right? I mean, this is $150 for this tree. And if you buy 4, it's a little bit discounted at $569. And of course, you can buy different sizes as well, which is pretty cool, right? I mean, just it's interesting how many different things you can sell on Shopify. And this is one of the reasons why I love Shopify. I just think it's such a cool business and what it enables in terms of just arbitrage and trade and just overall cool things like this, right? So as you see, they got a lot of different variety of trees. I don't even know exactly how they do this. My guess is that they work closely with different farms. I don't think they have one place where they farm all these trees, right? And as you see, they got a very clean landing page. I mean, it's basically just very good deals here. They got a phone number that you can call in case you want phone support, which is really cool. Definitely helps establish trust. And just a very simple above the fold description. Again, not something super crazy and complicated, right? And then they explain a little bit more about this specific tree and more things about the tree, right? And just some interesting data here. They're deer resistant, fast growing, and cold hardy, so you can basically grow them anywhere. And then they compare other trees to this tree. I mean, this is so well done. This is like the Amazon of plants, right? If not better. I mean, this almost, to me, this looks better than Amazon, to be honest with you. But that's just my opinion, obviously. And as you see, they're posting a lot on Instagram, so they're definitely trying to funnel people to their social media pages. Their Instagram isn't actually as big as you'd expect. I would have expected this to be millions and millions of followers, right? Because there's influencers in these categories that get a lot of views, right? This is a very trending category. So I'm a little bit surprised to see that, but ultimately it doesn't really affect them negatively in any way. But I think this is probably where they could do a little bit better. It's just their Instagram and their social media. Same with YouTube. They're driving a lot of YouTube traffic, as you see here, judging by their social traffic, and then Facebook as well. Facebook is actually their biggest platform, and they do run a lot of Facebook ads, which we'll get into shortly. But really, their YouTube is not very used right now. It's not being used very heavily at all. They are posting some shorts here, nothing crazy. But I think they could really use just like a good social media manager that is going to make really aesthetically pleasing posts that are also trendy. I think that's kind of the key here, is making trendy posts. But I will say it may not be their target demographic. I don't know this business that well, so I could be completely wrong. As you see here, this is kind of nice. Before hiring a landscaper, and then just this video, it's kind of long. The next social media platform that they're really big on is Pinterest. So this kind of shows you a really good framework, I guess, that you could utilize for your brand, especially if you run something similar, some sort of home decor niche. I think Pinterest is such a brilliant platform because you're getting so much SEO. So a lot of search engine optimization traffic going to your store from Pinterest. And then of course on Pinterest itself, they're getting 10 million monthly views on their Pinterest, which is pretty impressive, especially since, they only have 35,000 followers. So they're always making new pins. And this seems to be one of their priorities when it comes to social media. And you see 8% of their total social traffic does come from Pinterest. So these platforms are really great for them. Now, as far as YouTube, I do think they're running YouTube ads and that's how they're getting that traffic. But if we take a look at their Facebook ads, we will see that they run a lot of ads. And actually, I forgot to check their TikTok. On TikTok, they are actually doing pretty well. I'm surprised they're not posting more of this stuff to their Instagram. Oh, they are actually posting this stuff to Instagram. So you know what? They're doing just fine here. But what I would say here, and this is something that my team tends to do a lot with the brands that we work with, is just repurpose a lot of the social media posts as ads. I don't see them really doing that. It seems like all their social media posts are not necessarily ads, or rather, their ads are not necessarily social media posts, which is kind of a miss in my opinion. I definitely think that's a smart strategy to just capitalize on your best performing organic content and amplify it with machine learning paid ads, right? Which is Meta. Meta has the strongest machine learning, the most robust machine learning out there out of all the platforms, at least through our research and the performance that we get on a lot of different clients in our own stores too. We see Meta outperforming everything and for longer as well. So I definitely think repurposing organic content is such a brilliant idea with Meta, and it's such a simple strategy that anybody could implement. And you know, that's a system that we're happy to implement into a business, right? I know it's not super complicated to do, but maybe they just need that helping hand, right? Somebody to manage that specific campaign on their account, to just be repurposing their social media content, the best performers, into a specific campaign on Meta or on TikTok as well. We love running TikTok ads with that same premise, just amplifying the best performing content. Again, it's a very simple system, but it's incredibly powerful and effective because you're not really testing those videos, right? Those videos have already been tested through organic means. So you're actually saving a little bit of budget by doing that. It's super smart. I know it sounds simple, and it is. And the simplest things are oftentimes the most powerful, actually. But as you see, I mean, I'm scrolling forever here, and they just have so many different ads, and they are testing all kinds of things, right? They're testing just literally a picture of a plant with a testimonial ad copy, which is a really good type of ad creative, actually just a very simple image with a really good testimonial. They're actually using that a lot, so it seems to be a top performer for them. And also these sorts of infographics, best blooms to plant now. We know you'll love these flowers, trees as much as we do. Plant them now and watch their blooms fill your yard. Let's actually follow this link, and then it takes you to a collection page of all these different blooms, which is pretty cool. And then, you know, people can shop here for whatever they want. I mean, these images are really brilliant. I love this ivory silk Japanese lilac tree. This looks super cool. Wow, this is kind of fun, actually. I'm starting to get the vision now after just browsing here a little bit. So I definitely think they should use more images in their ads too that are kind of like this, but even better. You know, I could see just a very nice looking POV type of TikTok where, you know, someone's just walking in like a garden of these types of trees with the call to action to the store. I mean, that would work really well, I think. And it's a very simple format, again, but super, super powerful. I love to see this though. I think this is such a creative brand, and it really gets my brain juices flowing because I just love seeing new niches on Shopify, especially at this level, right? A 9-figure brand that sells trees. That's pretty impressive. I would love to invest in a brand like this, actually. I do see this as a huge, huge potential market, and that's something that's easy to disrupt, right? I mean, Amazon can't really do this. So I think these guys are doing it right, and I think they're doing something really incredible. So they're probably not taking in investors or anything, but I would love to get involved in this brand in one way or another. But I hope that you got something out of this video. I hope that maybe this inspired you in some way for whatever you're doing, right? Whether you're building a Shopify store or whether maybe you have a farm, a tree farm, and you didn't know how to market it better. Well, now you know. You should just create a Shopify store that somewhat resembles this, right? And start running Facebook ads, Meta ads, just like they are. They're running some very simple Meta ads. Like anybody could do this, right? Just take a picture with your iPhone, add a little caption here. These trees were bought online. Boom. That's what they're running. And these are some of their oldest running ads. So they're likely to be high performers since they're still being actively ran. Super cool stuff. Or maybe you're a landscaper, right? You could, I don't know. There's just so many things that you could do. I think with the skill of Meta ads or even just building Shopify stores, which are both very simple skills, actually, they sound complicated, but they're not. You can do so much. That's another reason why we're launching our Kemi Ecom platform. It's a Shopify accelerator. So whether you want to learn skills or whether you want to grow your brand, this is going to be just a brilliant platform for you to join. We got exploding topic trends. So, you know, we can see all the latest trends in basically everything. So let's look at home trends, right? We can see, oh, AI interior design is popping off right now. Makes a lot of sense. That's a very good use case for AI. And then of course we have a ton of courses as well so that you can gain those skills. You know, you want to learn how to build a really good Shopify store, how to do proper market and product research, how to actually run Meta ads at scale, how to run TikTok ads. We got it all here. So make sure that you sign up for the launch of this. It's going to be launching soon. I'm super excited for it. But ultimately, this video is about fast growing trees, and I think this is a brilliant company. So congratulations to the founders. Congratulations to the Fast Growing Trees team. This is super cool, and I would love to connect and somehow help in whatever way possible. So that's about it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.